Aparentemente tá funcionando.
The all-consuming Red Death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the great escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the weirdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility. But now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the weirdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more, and the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it by any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
Esqueci de uma coisa. Pronto. Ficou legal assim. Cadê meu pai? Vai ser. A Lori Godric, mas ela é muito pouco. Vai ser Meg. Amiga dele. Tá. Exploração. Para jogadores que querem experimentar a história com poucos desafios, inimigos fáceis e recursos abundantes. Sem se relaxe, aproveite a jornada. Uma experiência equilibrada. Combate justo, mas requer foco. Erros serão punidos, mas é possível se recuperar. Deixando para jogadores experientes. Um toque a menor dificuldade. Os inimigos batem mais forte e são menos piedosos. Todos os recursos contam para quem deseja um bom desafio. Uma sobrevivência. Se
Rise and shine, rise and shine. Yes, it's me again. And I hope this time you'll cooperate without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh? Look, we just have to get this over and done with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, we're going back to my tried and tested fists. So, tell me, what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you?
Eu estava me alistando. Aqui é o meu. Caralho. Arqueiro. Mágico 6. Atletismo. Acho que é isso, né? Alquimia.
Yeah, you look like one of those half-starved druids who survived the Charred Conclave. We've picked almost all of you up from the forest by now, so there aren't many of you crooks left out there. So, you're a tree hugger then?
Gosto. Igual o teu. Alquimia mais 9, culinária mais 3. Armadura leve.
So that's why I keep punching you, yet you look suspiciously healthy. We'll make more of a challenge for you soon enough. Okay, that was easier than I expected. Now, unfortunately, we'll have to...
Eu cliquei sem querer.
I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe. You, I understand. You're literally rotting in this damned cell. But them? There's just no excuse for the stench. There they are. Finally. I know. You've a million questions. But they'll have to wait. One of these keys will open your cell. When you get out, head left. I'll scout ahead.
Ah, tá aí. Aqui. Não é. Aqui. esquerda, né? Gaso. Meu Deus, caldeira. A palavra é sagrada, a palavra é caminho, a palavra é sustento, a palavra é nossa força, a palavra é nossa cura, a palavra é salvação. Profeta. Não duvide da sua fé, você será recompensado. Isso é pra mim. Vamos ir pra esquerda. Ah, tá. É pra ir direto pra esquerda. Pequena porção de vida. Só tem isso? Divagação de uma mente cansada. Não duas, mais 4. Tá, close de duelar.
Stay alert. Your fate is sealed.
Ai, ai, ai.
You'll suffer for your sins.
Nossa, quase me matou, filha da puta. Brain. Preciso arrumar minhas cores. Não tá muito legal. Agora sim. coração. Poção de vida. Litro da sangue. Não estarei livre.
Drip, drip, drip. Do you hear it? Soon the king will return. I told the priests. They laughed, but they'll soon see for themselves. Drip, drip, drip. The storm is gathering. None of us are free. We are all bound, all bound. And to go? No. I don't want to. I found my place to await the king. You can go if you want, but you won't get far. We are all bound, all bound. At last, the age of resurrections shall end, and then the once and future king will return. I cannot wait to behold his radiance, drip after drip. With each drop, it gets closer and closer. Drip after drip, closer and closer.
Tá. Tá pouco maluquinho.
Do you see what a miracle I am? Healed. Healed. I am no longer sick.
Você parece pouco doente.
The depths filled with the weirdness. Oh, and a chamber. It was rather dreadful, I must admit. They left me here for some time. I can't quite remember. I felt everything within me turn inside out, then settle back into place once more. I thought I was dying, but now all is well. The worst is behind me. You don't need to help me. The Red Priests already did. They cured me. Thanks to them, I feel just fine now. I hope the same fate awaits you and you'll no longer suffer. Have a nice day, kind lady.
Pra pegar, eu vou pegar. Foda-se. Caralho, que susto. Morri. Como é que eu uso magia? Morto-vivo. Tá, legal. Meu Deus. Filho da puta. Tá. Um de monstro. Tratamento experimental. Morte rubra. Cadê esse morto-vivo? Ok, tá, tamo pegando jeito. Cobaia 37. Catrin Discard. Meu Deus. Tamanho bem. Alfred Sefton. A picareta. O que tá lhe dando essa picareta? Tá, ok. Podemos ver.
Sage and alcohol. It's the simplest recipe. I can't believe I have to keep repeating myself.
Método separação da mente.
I'm prepared for this. The Prophet wants you dead. Purge the unclean! We'll send you into the abyss!
Me deixou mal, hein? Opa. Gente,
Stay alert. You will burn. We'll send. Into the abyss. I'm not afraid to suffer. Your fate is sealed. My resolve is unshaken. You will burn. Your death is certain. The prophet wants you dead. You will burn. Your fate is sealed. I'm not afraid to suffer. The word protects me.
eu acho que eu... Deixa eu fazer isso aqui.
Beyond that, my fate will not falter. Your sins will be punished. Purge the unclean.
É só...
I'm not afraid.
Who's there? Forgive me, but my eyes fail me these days. You shouldn't be here. I'm very, very sick. I am Brother Sirius. Your question suggests that you are not one of the Red Priests. Did you escape yourself? You really should have stayed there. We can't let the plague spread any further. Although, I understand. All of it. The patience. The madness around. Somewhere along the way, we lost ourselves. The mission to find a cure became a burden. I can't tell who you are, but I'm so sorry for all that we've done. It's a shame, but when you're fighting a losing battle, sometimes there's just no other way.
E você tá preso.
When I discovered that I'd fallen ill, I asked to be placed in a cell. I sought to understand the experiments from the patient's perspective. To learn which stimuli provoke the strongest reactions. And I also wanted to equip my brothers with new tools for their work. We've had some success treating it up to the 4th stage. But it's still a gamble. Sometimes we manage to push the disease from stage 3 back to stage 1, only to see it jump to stage 5 as soon as treatment stops. We believe that with the weirdness, we could eliminate this randomness. The weirdness, my child, is pure potential. That's the theory. In practice, we tried to direct its power where we needed it most. The effects, shall we say, varied. 4th stage, if I'm not mistaken. We've identified 6, so I'm not far from my end. The 1st stage is the most treacherous, when the symptoms are almost invisible. But that's when the disease spreads fastest. It was the same with me. From the 2nd to 4th stages, the symptoms become visible. Fever, tooth loss, painful sores, festering wounds that won't heal. The last 2 stages are visceral, the worst possible. The victim's insides burn up, turning to mush. The brain starts to die, and the body becomes a mindless shell. That's what's ahead of me. May the Prophet's word be a safe haven for you.
De nada.
I've already told you everything, I swear. Wait, you're not... You're a prisoner. Go. Escape while you still can. No, I won't make it. Besides, they threw me into a cell that once held a patient in the final stages of the disease. I'm probably sick already. Go. Don't worry about me. I'm not worth it.
Não vou machucar ele. Parece tão bonzinho. Só um pouquinho. Tá, a minha melhor. Cara, esse sistema de gaso Porra. É uma delícia. Uma coisa boa aqui. Velho. Tá, aqui talvez vale.
You're not a priest. Get out of here. Go away before they see you with me. What did you do? You monster.
Ué, filha da puta.
They dream of dissecting fort dwellers, yet they can't remember the basics.
Before you build a castle, you must first know how to fling a shed together. Sacrifice to the prophet! Sacrifice to the prophet!
Cara, impossível fazer no...
Wounds make me stronger. Purge the unclean. Sacrifice to the prophet. The prophet wants you dead. You will burn! Your sins will be punished! You will burn!
Que delícia. Ah, tem aquele outro caminho. Daqui. É uma boa ideia eu vir pra cá. Não tem mapa, não tem nada.
And who the hell are you? Another one of those red dogs? Say a prayer to your goddess and get ready to die, scum!
Não estou.
Then why are ye dressed in their bloody rags? Well, I see ye bear the marks of torture too. Maybe the priests messed with your mind, because one more moment and ye'd be dead. Nothing good. They thought they'd break me fast like some Camelotian wimp. Big mistake on their part. Besides, I doubt they were waking you up with a kiss on your forehead either. Conquer, from the Dalriata pup, if you hadn't already guessed that much. Really? Now's a good time for a chat. You think the red pricks will just wait around while we gab? If you make it to the Forlorn Swords, you'll meet the tribes. Right now, you'd better focus on getting your arse out of here. I don't know. Barely saw anything, because I was either knocked out or had blood in me eyes. You're lucky to have someone risking their own arse to help you out. No time for a chinwag, just get the hell out of here.
Caralho, o cara dá um pique. Tudo bem que não sai na mão com ele.
That's very brave of you, I must say.
Obrigado.
Escape? Me? But this is exactly where I should be. I appreciate your offer, but I believe fate has brought me here for a reason. That's why I'll stay and see what happens. I doubt that. You'll soon see that things aren't always what they seem at first glance. This way of thinking has never failed me. Torture, you say? That's very interesting. I haven't experienced any torture here. I know that whatever ails me, the Red Priests will do everything they can to heal me. Safe travels, my child. May fate be on your side.
Yaga. What the... Porra. Ok, tá ficando mais bizarro do que eu imaginei, mas tá bom. Ainda bem que eu não me joguei lá naquele buraco. Tranca quebrada. Quanto tem dano? Rapaz. Nossa, você devia ter feito isso. Não, não quero lutar. Acho que não tem muita opção. Ajuda, amigo.
You took your sweet time, eh? But I understand. I did too, when I was leaving this place for the first time. You have to admit that the Red Priests are quite resourceful. At least when it comes to death and dying. Great question, truly. But in case you hadn't noticed, we're still within the walls of the island asylum. When we're out, then we can talk. I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck.
Isso, cara. Tinha 1 bilhão de dano. Ah, não dá, não ficou as duas. Nossa, eu fiquei pesado pra burro. Caralho, o cara deu 2 flechadas no bicho e ele morreu.
I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck.
Ah, porra. Conseguimos falar com ele. Quase que eu fui. Umas comidas. Bolsa. Acho que eu prefiro a Dagger. Posso fazer crescer. Tá. Anotação de Frei Volade, perdão. Que é isso? Outra pá.
Someone to find me. Are you here to help me leave this place? I wish I could answer. I cannot remember. I know I am not complete. I remember I once knew who I was at some point, but I do not anymore. I just am. I do not know. I think it is some kind of prison deep in the weirdness. And you? Why are you here? Here, that would explain the weirdness surrounding us. But walk with me. Let's find out together, now that I'm free. I remember arriving on the shores of Avalon. That was the beginning of everything. But there were doubts and questions. How does it feel to leave your homeland behind? To keep moving forward, even though every step takes you into the unknown? The Four Dwellers quickly made it clear to us. If we wanted to call this place home, we'd have to fight for it, down to the last drop of blood. In the end, we won the war. Merlin stole the sacred flame of the Four Dwellers and ignited the Menhirs, driving away the mist and clearing the nights of weirdness. It was the first time we uncovered the secrets hidden within the Menhirs. Still, the land of Avalon honored our toil. It soaked up our sweat, our suffering, and our blood. In time, it rewarded us. Here in Avalon, we were given the chance to create great things. Camelot, the eternal castle, the capital of all humankind, was meant to be a symbol of that. We left the homelands to survive. The plague had consumed everything we once knew. We thought we'd escaped it.
Ué, não, calma aí.
But the Red Death returned like a specter to haunt us. Once again, it began to devour our home.
Lá que era essa roupa dele. Foda-se. Eu quero, eu posso. Pelo menos a espada, velho. Eu sou o rei. Não tem nem tamanho pra pegar aquela espada.
His hunger, the craving for what was beyond reach.
Unir a alma à pedra.
I am the price paid for touching the unreal.
Yes. I can see through the mist, but it's still all so unclear. I've dreamt of countless deaths for such a long time. Yes, it's time to wake. I am Arthur Pendragon. I led humans to Avalon shores. I built the great halls of Camelot. Thank you for bringing me here. I believe I owe you, young one. I appreciate it. But let us leave decorum and honors for times of leisure. For now, we need to make way for Avalon. I have to see my kingdom again. I trust you'll accompany me, or would you rather stay in this wretched place? I am not sure. Yet I learned to be grateful of fortunate outcomes, even if they come unexpected. It seems to be a place located between life and death. Or maybe a place that can defy death. But why was it created? By whom and when? These I'm unable to answer. Trust me, I wish I knew. I remember death, then darkness, a terrible loneliness, ages upon ages of solitude, and these are all the details I have. Perhaps in time I'll remember more. But that's enough questions for now. Let us walk together and see the kingdom forged so long ago. After years of struggle, my people in Avalon finally live in peace and prosperity. I must see the legacy of the Age of Conquest with my own eyes. My Camelot in all its glory.
Não vai estar.
What is happening? No. I see now. I am not whole. You have only freed a part of me. I'm not strong enough. For now, I will have to journey by your side until my strength returns. I'll see the world through your eyes. In return, I'll lend you what strength I have. You are a surprising acquaintance, and it will be a pleasure to travel with someone of your disposition. And since it seems that fate has bound us together, let us make the best of it. Seeing my legacy through the eyes of another, a true picture of Avalon, not one crafted specifically for the king, may prove to be an interesting experience. Oh, what an adventure this will be.
Ele já tá na minha cabeça.
He was the hand that reached beyond knowing, the seeker who dared cross the boundary, the dreamer who glimpsed the shape of what could be. He was the hand that reached beyond knowing, the seeker who dared cross the boundary, the dreamer who glimpsed the shape of what could be.
Cara, eu acho que quando eu cliquei nesse aqui, aquele lado sumiu, quer ver? Não, droga. Tá. Virou a pessoa, vira. Não tava uma pessoa, né? Não tava. né? Custa nada. Nós criamos os titãs. Vem até que o Titan. Eu ia falar, por favor, que não tem uma boss fight aqui. Entendi como é que faz aquilo. Tipo, apertei e foi. Depois não foi. Será que eu fico com a força dele enquanto o tempo acelerado? É isso? Eu quero mais de escudo. sei lá como é que usa isso. Ah, é só quando eu estiver perto da fogueira. Tá, como é que eu recupero aquilo? É só com o tempo? como é que eu upo? Opções. Comando. Não. Tá demorando? Tá, mas tá indo. Desgraçado. Eu passei. Ah, praia. Oh, pronto, tem tubarão. Ok, tá bom. Eu vou dar chance pra aparecer um tubarão. Cara, já não foi do tutorial, tecnicamente uma aquário. Não é melhor. Já que dá pra usar. Ele é o meu amigo. Esse pau podia parar lá. Porra, aqui. Cara, eu acho que não vale a pena. Então eu vou. Não, né? Pô. Tá, aqui é só ir embora. Caralho. Foda. Carta ao Prior. Acho que eu já li essa carta. Ah, não. Parece.
There you are. It took you a while. I was getting worried you wouldn't make it. I even realized that I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm Caradoc, your savior. What kept you so long? Call it whatever you want, but you made it back, and in better shape than before. The Red Death's gone, so either you're lucky, or you picked up something useful in there. You found him. I'm truly sorry it turned out to be you. Well, it seems that the Red Priests managed to succeed in at least one of their experiments. You were able to go deep into the weirdness, survive, and even bring a piece of our king's soul back with you. I don't have to explain that this isn't something that happens every day. My job is to make sure it won't ever happen again. And this means you have to die. I'm truly sorry.
Whoosh.
It'll take more to defeat me.
Mano, uma paulada dele vai me matar.
Don't back down from a fight. Face me. Let's see who's the strong.
Tem que ser igual ao outro, então.
I'll test your mettle in combat. Prepare yourself for a true challenge. Don't resist.
Falei, um hit dele eu morro. Ah, tá.
I'm sorry, but that had to be done. It shouldn't leave any lasting damage. I had to get rid of the parasite that infested you a moment ago. You've seen, no, you've felt what he's capable of. This power can't be unleashed on Avalon. Not again. I could, but I have no issue with you. Only with what you carry within you. This means you're safe, unless you decide to stand against me. You are much more valuable to me alive than dead. You've found yourself in the middle of a mess that's been brewing for 600 years. Every single time things go down the shitter on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon. My journey, my mission, is to stop this from happening. No, but thanks to you, I finally destroyed a piece of him I couldn't have reached otherwise. And from where I stand, that's progress. My goal is to destroy King Arthur, to get rid of him, once and for all. There are pieces of his soul scattered across Avalon. I could use help in finding, collecting, and destroying them. What the Red Priests did to you must have been horrible. And yet, you've gained a unique ability to contain Arthur's powers within you. And what can be contained can be killed. That is why your assistance might be of help on my journey.
Tá gostando? Tô. Parece muito Skyrim. Só que um pouquinho melhor. Gráfico, né? Pelo menos.
He's the reason the world as we know it is coming to an end. Every time they resurrect him, the weirdness grows stronger. Soon it will cover all of Avalon, and nobody will survive that. I've been cleaning this mess for a long time now, and I truly wish for this nightmare to end. I stand against the most powerful being Avalon has ever seen. This requires caution. What would you do were you in my place? Kindly ask your target if it wants to be killed. Please. And if you really must know, the spell I used on my sword couldn't have harmed you. I knew that, you were surprised, I got the upper hand, and now you're safe and sound. Can we leave this behind, or did I judge you incorrectly and you'd like to waste some more of our time and cry about it some more?
Eita, caraca, mãe.
The plan is to steal Excalibur, or at least what's hiding within that damned blade. A piece of our king is bound to it, and so it needs to be destroyed. We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. The sword is kept in the Horns of the South. It's a fortress, but if someone has this emblem, they can enter freely. Here, pin it to your clothes. If you decide to help me, you should get in without any issues. When you do, find the captain. Brendan's his name. He'll tell you the rest. I have something to do first, but you should get some rest. Judging by the waves, the journey won't be pleasant. Set up a camp and get some sleep. Then we'll sail for the Horns of the South. Ah, and here, have some cobweb. Throw that into the fire and you'll be safe from the weirdness. Just in case I don't come back before nightfall.
I should be gone. I should be gone. And yet, here we are. Whatever he tried, it must have failed. Something must have gone wrong. For him. For us, it was a stroke of luck. Hatred, yes. That much I understood. But why? What did I take from him that he would go so far? He speaks as if he knows me, as if he has seen something I have not, and yet I reach for it, and there is nothing. I felt him strike. For a moment there was nothing. No weight, no voice, no self, just silence. But then you pulled me back, didn't you? Or have I never left? I don't... Not much. That isn't right. I should remember. I should. All I know is that I left my kingdom strong, prosperous. It should have grown. It must have flourished in my absence. No, it seems that I should, but I don't. He knew me, spoke with certainty, with anger. But to me, he's a stranger. If he was a part of my past, then that past has been taken from me. I need to regain it. It seems so. If Caradoc is hunting for more pieces of my soul, we should definitely claim them first. When we do, I should grow stronger. I should remember. I should be whole. Let's go then, young one. Let's not waste any more time. I left my kingdom strong. It should have only grown stronger in my absence. And if something threatens it now, then I will see it restored.
O que? Salve.
Ready? Hop on the boat.
The sea was restless, waves slamming against the hull as you left the island asylum behind. Caradoc's boat cut through the black waters, its course set for Avalon's shores. Then the deep stirred. A shudder ran through the vessel from neither wind nor tide, but from something far below. A presence, ancient and watching. And then it struck. The boat lurched violently, wood splintering as the sea itself rose in fury. A shadow moved beneath the surface, vast, coiling, inescapable. The next wave swallowed everything. Darkness took you. Salt filled your lungs, and then light. The crash of waves, the cold kiss of wet sand. You were alive. The sea had spared you, but not without a cost.
Só que é Avalon. Uma espadona. Gostei. Espadona de uma mão. Plaqueta de sentinela. Deixa eu só trocar. Agora sim. Minha Nossa Senhora, tomando aquele lobo. Lobo mau. Essa aqui é a cidade dele? Tá. Ah, eu posso fazer oferenda com parte de animais. Legal. Batata, ovo. Ai.
I'm not scared of you. I'll fight till I die. I'll teach you to respect me. I'll teach you to respect me.
Meu Deus, quanta gente.
You'll be fertilizing the soil. I'll teach you to respect me. You fight like a milkmaid. Beg for mercy. Say your prayers.
Tá porra. Nossa, verão acho que matou. Tá. isso aqui? É.
Off the leash, are we? They must have had their fun with you. Who had you as their plaything? The church? The druids? Some band of cutthroats? But it doesn't matter now that you're free. I'm Abigail, a knight. I swore my sword to my lady's will, and she kept me close, until she had no more use for me. Now, I walk alone, but a shadow never strays too far. You look wretched, and you smell like death. I've seen people like you before. Broken, worn down, dragged through the mud. If you've had enough of it all, I could grant you an honorable death. In a proper duel, you lived like a cur, but you could die like a knight. Wouldn't that be just splendid? Just say the word. Farewell, wanderer.
Não vou nada. Já tudo que dá.
What's happening? In the name of the All-Mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before. But we don't just let anybody in, pal. You need to have, things, proof. Things to prove you're safe. For Haven. Yeah. This pin, I can't say I see it very clearly at this, present moment, but it does look important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our home. Welcome. Please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning Majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables. I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business. None so far. The keepers don't want to risk being turned into pincushions for a mere 10 gold pieces. Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the Horns of the South without a good reason. Too many bandits and not enough keepers. Well, Camelot would send a group of knights with Sir Galahad at the head, and he's not interested in half measures. He'd probably burn down half the garrison, or hang them. He's done both. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done. No matter what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even by my standards, but efficient. Oh, sure, plenty. Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die straight away, but remain conscious for a few moments? If someone dies in a damp, closed-off space, sometimes, but very rarely, their body creates a thin layer of wax on the surface of the skin. I heard that a body decomposes in water 4 times faster than on land. I need to think. If I remember anything, I'll let you know. That's correct. My name is Killian. I was sent here from the capital to see how the Horns of the South are handling the bandit problem, and also to encourage the keepers to fight. The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did with the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin. I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch Morgaine would have been burnt at the stake long ago if everyone weren't so afraid of her. And then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place, and loudly demanding changes. Everything is falling apart. Oh hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge. If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
All mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be? You don't look like one of them. Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me. Straight to the point, huh? Don't worry, I'll pay you. And who knows, you might even get a discount on my wares. I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already. You don't know? He's the captain of this entire circus. I thought since they let you in, you must have an in with him. But it turns out you know even less than I do. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. I've been doing business with the captain for years now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit if you need anything. Name's Orla. I'm a merchant. Or I try to be, when my business isn't being held hostage by a bunch of idiots who seem to be terrified of women. What was I thinking when I decided to leave Timberwall? Should have stayed there.
Ai. Não tem nada muito forte no mundo. Nada bom.
What a nice day. Oi, friend. A question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole.
Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
Tudo um pouco. Mas no momento eu tô mais com a espada. Na real eu tô com os dois, né? Eu tô com magia numa mão e a espada na outra. Bom. Eu queria comprar essa espada de 500. Cadê ela? Tá aqui, ó. Não tá não? Cadê? Ah não, isso aqui é 500. É, né? É RPG. É o que mais. Ah não, essa aqui não dá. Tá. Faz sentido. É porque tá longe, eu acho. Agora tá perto. É pra tá melhor.
Always good to have a little rest.
Moço, quero comprar. Todos.
Seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope. Huh, that's surprising. But good. Very good. He's been a drunk for as long as I can remember. Keeps saying he'll stop, but he never does. At least not for long. The name's Fergus. And I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business. And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see. Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
Tem que trocar o negócio de lado que eu não tô conseguindo ler.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
He's not our first line of defense. The archers are. Every man here needs to have a job. And no offense to Odrin, but let's just say we can afford to lose him. I'm sure the hordes of visitors clamoring at our gates can survive the insult. That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Oh, sorry. Do I know you? I'm terrible with faces. Either way, glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Jan Heber, a physician raised in Camelot and trained in the Royal Academy.
Caro. Tá, tem que conseguir 500 dinheiros. Explorar esse lugar. Acho que não explorei muito bem ainda.
Blessings upon you, stranger. May the word always resonate within your soul. Certainly, Kai's blessings know no bounds, but sometimes it's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
$2.000.
It's a sickness, a corruption, but also a mystery. Many of my brothers would call it a curse, a stain upon Avalon that must be purged. And yet, I wonder, Did Kai not teach us that all things have a purpose? That even suffering carries wisdom? The weirdness twists and warps, yes. It consumes and it takes. But it also gives. Life grows in its wake. Strange and terrible, but life all the same. If we are to fight it, we must first understand it. And that is what frightens the Church most of all. Understanding. May Kai's word always guide you. In the word, you will find solace.
Então, não vou tentar roubar nada por enquanto. Espero que... Dá pra pescar.
Hope nothing bad happens today. Tá lá mais uma porta. Tá, um castelo. Tô expert em castelos.
Welcome to the Museum of the Horns of the South, the southernmost keep under Camelot's jurisdiction. My name is Ridderick, and I will be happy to introduce you to the rich history of this fascinating place. A history that began 623 years ago with the first keeper, Sewell Firstfoot. I'd also like to bring your attention to our numerous exhibits that are, as I like to say, inanimate witnesses of the history of the Horns of the South. The museum holds a collection of 72 items of the so-called movable, tangible heritage. The collection includes big and small items that represent the world surrounding the keepers of the Horns of the South from the 1st to the 6th century of the Avalonian era. Here you will find militaria, craft tools, everyday objects, furniture, textiles, coins, religious artifacts. I'd say all exhibits are worthy of your attention, but I could point you to the ones I personally think to be the most notable, or subjectively, of course, the most interesting. Those would be the items that used to belong to Sewell Firstfoot. We have his signal horn and also his boots. Those boots were the first to touch Avalonian soil. What is also worth mentioning is the tableware used by King Arthur himself during his visit to the Horns of the South in the 15th year of the Avalonian era. It's a memento of the visit of the legendary ruler of Avalon. Impressive, isn't it? The tableware is made of tin coated with silver. It consists of a plate, a bowl, and a chalice. The edges are decorated with the motifs of Camelot, a crown and a bear. However, those ornaments are of visibly low quality. That detail, and the fact that those are the only wares from that time that have survived to this day, leads us to conclude that this set was cast specifically for that occasion, and that it was finished by a person unfamiliar with this kind of craft, perhaps a blacksmith or an armorer.
Tá, tem mais um lugarzinho pra mim entrar. Que isso? Eu quero a chave. Você tem chave?
Eyes forward and mind your step.
Nossa, ainda tem isso tudo?
Oh, try to be more careful. Nice to see you.
Que sabe?
Hey. Hello. Are you also wondering why the heck we need them? Lighthouses! Why the hell are Dara and his workers pushing so hard to build the second one? Is one not enough? Is it because one is less than two and less is worse? I mean, two lighthouses next to each other are almost the same as one, and ships don't even sail this way anymore. Ah, symbolism. Yeah, maybe. Whatever that is. You can stay here and serve. Sit in the tavern, drink and eat something. If you're looking for an adventure, you'll have to go elsewhere. There's always something happening out in the world. But you know what? Here in the south, everything happens late. It's a big world out there, and a small one right here. Aye, why would they? The waters are treacherous, so no ships. Storms and the weirdness are a deadly combination. Besides, who'd have the time to build or repair them? There are enough problems on the island. We don't need more. Well, not much going on here, as you can see. Things have been a bit different lately, due to the refugees. One was even hanged for theft. But I can't say much more as I wasn't there. If you're interested in the horns, you should visit our museum. You'll learn more about that fella, Swal, or whatever his name is. What do I think? Well, as long as they follow the rules, they can stay. And if they don't, then they can hang. That's all. Folks are saying that there's some other group probably more dangerous, not so far from here. If they come closer, well, that wouldn't be too good. From a financial standpoint, it makes absolutely no sense.
Caralho, achei que tava acabando. Ainda tem coisa pra caralho pra olhar.
Hey, you're heading to the village, right? Tiernan should let you in. Take this medicine to my father, will you? Goban is a loud man. You shouldn't have trouble finding him. Offer. Seriously? You'll have my eternal gratitude, but nothing more for now. Go on. Take it. Come to me afterwards. Ah, he used to serve too. In fact, he was the builder before me. Now he's just an old fart angry at the world. But a father is a father, right? We may hate each other, but as long as I can help him, I will. Hence the medicine. If Haber doesn't know, then I don't either. So we keep trying. Keep your head down.
Mother have mercy, not another one. If I let you pass, will you promise not to make any trouble? That's just my luck. Take the post, Tiernan, they told me. You'll be looking after a village full of old farts. That's practically early retirement, they said. What a load of crap. There's always something. If it's not the deck falling apart, it's a refugee running around biting people. Well, to be fair, he only bit one person. But it was a keeper. I know Mahone can be a piece of shit sometimes, but gods. Now both of them are sick. And Haber's got no clue what's wrong. Which is the only reason that refugee isn't dead. Yet. So, he's sitting in a cage. His wife's crying all day and everyone's pissed. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in the middle of it all. See you around.
Bloody hell, look at this! The old place is in a shambles. Bunch of decrepit old coots. They do nothing but shuffle around, stare at walls and sleep under leaking roofs. Can't even hammer a nail properly. I'm telling you, if I was still working here, this place wouldn't be falling apart. Ah, but I'm not. Oh, shite. I can't even stand to look at it, let alone live here. And who are you? What you want? You another one of Durar's freeloaders? I bloody knew it. Retirement my arse.
It's shit. Never a moment of peace. At least when I was still working, there was always something to do. Now, so, what you want? One day, my boy got it into his stupid head that old Gaban is ill. Bullshit. They're all telling me I should do something about it, or else I'm done for. I'll be dead as a doornail in no time. Ha! Like hell I will. I'm still here, ain't I? I've served my time. I've lived me life. And now you can all kiss my ass. So there.
Que isso?
Peace and quiet. Good one. I'll only have my peace and quiet when I'm finally dead. And that ain't gonna happen soon. At least when I'm with Finley, I don't need to listen to his nagging. Listen, they wanted Heber, that healer from the Keep, to come here. He did. They wanted him to look me over. He did. Then he just threw up his hands, mumbled something to himself, and that was it. Hell, I should have been an healer. Wouldn't mind going around being a pain in everyone's arse for a living. These herbs. No idea what they're for. Heber said he doesn't know what's wrong with me, so there's no illness. I'm fit as a fiddle. Good thing that at least the one guy who hangs around, Finley's the name, doesn't nag me all the time. Yeah, right. He'd better focus on his job. What's with all the questions? Get me a drink and maybe I'll consider talking. So, what was your question? Hold on. Finley is not my caregiver. He's my helper at most. Hey, first of all, I'm not a cripple who needs a decrepit dimwit running round after me. Secondly, do you know the problem with having a helper who's mute? He doesn't bloody talk. I mean, it's not all bad. At least I don't have to listen to even more bullshit. He puffs up like a marshmallow every time he tries to say something. But I don't understand shit. You're digging a little deep, aren't you? Bring me a drink and I'll consider talking. So, what was your question? That's what he says anyway. But yeah, he's my blood. Eager like me, and look at that bulbous nose. Won't disown what's clearly mine. But I ain't gonna talk with a stranger. It's like half the blighters here don't have working peckers, or they've never even touched a woman.
do meu peito.
Did you hear about the captain's lockdown? Looks like the lads aren't too happy about it.
Yeah, but you know Fergus. He's got a stick up his ass. Only knows how to follow orders like a good little soldier. He's so uptight, he probably agrees with the captain. Thinks it's all necessary precautions and the like.
Now, speaking of precautions, what's all this talk I'm hearing about the weirdness creeping in? People are getting jumpy.
Ah, the weirdness. Got folks scared, all right. Used to be old stories to spook the young ones. But now, even the tougher lads are starting to believe there's more to it.
If the weirdness thing's real, we've got bigger problems than a lockdown.
Aye, and Fergus better pull that stick out of his ass and start focusing on the real threats, or we're all done for.
Ele, eu não ouvi. Demora mais.
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Farshire, moonshine, only local, the best there is. And fish, lots and lots of fish. What's your poison?
Acho que ele podia pagar mais caro por uma coisa. Pô, deixa eu lá falar com aquele cara pra ele não tá muito afim. Correto. Eu roubei com o cara dormindo e foda-se. Caralho, que jogo bom.
What do you want? To gawk at the beast? Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My Cole is not the monster you all believe him to be. So you really don't know? If you're not from here, I'm not sure what could have brought you to this hellhole, but you have my sympathies. Just know that Cole isn't like that. Something is poisoning his mind and soul. I don't know what it is, or why it happened to Cole, but now we're all at the mercy of those damned keepers. One evening there was a quarrel between our group, the villagers, and one of the keepers. They'd had a bit too much to drink and let some comments slip. They hurled insults at us, saying there's no place for us here, that we should just get the hell out of here because things are hard for everyone. Hard? Sure. I bet that bunch of wimps wouldn't last a week outside. All they do is sit in that keep of theirs, thinking they're the defenders of justice. Well, Cole went mad. I've never seen him like that before. He attacked that keeper and bit him. It was serious, but the keeper survived. If it weren't for the other men from the village, things could have ended very differently. Afterwards, they chained Cole up and locked him in a cage. His condition started to worsen. They said a monster like him doesn't deserve a jail cell. Jail cells are for humans. Bastards.
Bastards.
Surprising, isn't it? It seems that Quartermaster Fergus banned any kind of vigilante behaviour. And the local healer said he wants to make sure whatever made Cole this way isn't contagious. So as long as that question remains unanswered, we're at a standstill. But honestly, if anything happens to that keeper, I have no doubt Cole will be killed and will be thrown out of the keep. This might sound silly, but before we reached the keep, we came near a strange structure. The locals call it the Arch Spire. In the morning, we realised everyone had a strange dream, but it was a little different for each of us. Cole started acting weird after that, and in time it only got worse. No, only that, well, it didn't make much sense, but he was convinced that something bit him. He kept checking. It must have been some bug, something changed by the weirdness, that must have caused his fever, his insanity. I was in a strange place, dark, full of fog, eerie. I was trying to find him. I called out, but no one answered. I was alone in the night, and then I kept falling, and falling, and falling. And then I woke
esse é o
up.
pior tipo de sonho que tem, porque tu fica caindo infinito e acorda.
We set up camp near the Arch Spire. We hoped that bandits wouldn't dare to venture into a place like that. Well, now I know why we could have been right. With everything that's been happening lately, I'm ready to believe in every strange thing in this world.
Pô, só quero fazer a missão principal. Viagem rápida. Uma proteção da cidade. Antes que esse cara acorde. Mais nada. Aquilo de uma casa?
Each day feels heavier.
Será que o mocinho lá acordou?
It's no secret. He's just an old, bitter man who hates the entire world. And I'm a part of it, so, well, it is what it is. That's all. Because he received orders not to let any keeper through without a pass. And I don't have one. I've already used mine. Guess what I used it on? That's right, bringing medicine to my father. When that Egypt gets an order, he's like a priest who stumbled into an orgy. He's got a stick up his ass. Nothing gets through him. If I had a gold coin for every time someone asked me that, I could fund the damn thing myself. Look, it's Camelot's orders. I get paid to follow them, not to question them. If they want to throw money at us to keep up appearances, that's their problem. I'm not about to stop them. See you around.
Vamos lá fazer mais perguntas.
Excalibur? You want to pull it out? That's a good one. Well, be my guest. If you think you can, go ahead. But unless you're King Arthur reborn, I wouldn't count on it. Just as I thought. If you have friends among the knights, you'll want to talk to the captain. But that's not happening anytime soon. Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters? There wouldn't be much point in having walls and guards here if anyone could just do that, would there? So what? And have you helped any of my people? Or are you just here to wave that pin in my face again? First, show me you care, and then I'll take you to the captain. I can't have every random stray wasting his time. Not now, when the outcome of the war with its tribes is so precarious. I trust we understand each other? Good. Come back when you've proven your worth to the Horns of the South. Then we'll talk.
Outro jogo? É, outro jogo.
If you need rest, you can sleep in the barracks. It's no royal chamber, but it's better to sleep under a roof than under the stars, right? Especially in this horrible weather.
Tá, cadê a missão que ele me deu? Essa aqui. Eu queria mudar. Aí tem a ver com o jogo de extração, eu deixei assim. Eu tenho pontos aqui. Então tem que sair e vir aqui. Ok. Super nível.
Horns of the South, the crown jewel of these lands. We had barely laid the foundations of Tintagel when Seawall and his men had already built a lighthouse, eager to guide our ships to them. He always had a competitive spirit. Of course, it helped that he took every sailor from the homelands with him, along with a handful of knights, so they could learn from one another. And thus, the Keepers of the South were formed. I decreed that every sworn keeper would stand as an equal to a Knight of the Round Table. I doubt they still honor that law. But I am glad to see the keepers grown. In my time, there was only a lighthouse and barracks.
Você dorme, hein, pai? Tá que pariu. Tá, porra, o tamanho dessa espada.
Oh, a new face. I haven't seen you before. I'm Marg, a hunter in the service of the Horns of the South. Everything is interesting around here. But ultimately, it depends on what you're looking for.
Morri. Caralho.
Someone's out there.
Não sou, não. Achei que era.
Your money or your love? You're in for a world of hurt! Ha! That's all you've got. Your money or your life? Your gold belongs to us now. We'll make short work. This is my lucky day.
Obrigado, amigo. Caralho, já? Ele não tá muito afim de me ajudando.
Stay sharp. I'm not scared of you. Didn't see that
Filha da
coming.
puta, apareceu outro. Pô, nunca tem só um. Enquanto 800. Leite e carne. Caralho. Encosta o merda. Tá. Cara, esse coisa facilita muito.
You think I don't see ya?
what a nice day.
Eu faço uma merda pra você.